The night the lights spoke louder than words. You'll learn how one quiet man used a single moment of light to shift an entire city's mind without ever making a speech. Storyteller Arya Patel. Imagine you're walking home on a sticky July night, sweat on your neck, doubt in your heart, and every billboard is screaming politics at you. That's where our story begins. I was 24, running social media for a mayoral race in New Orleans that nobody believed in. Our candidate, Mr. Beau Thibodaux, was the definition of polite. Soft voice, good ideas, zero spark. Polls had him at 11%. The frontrunner, Councilman Greene, had the money, the bandwagons, the fireworks. We were broke, tired, and 2 weeks from election day. Campaign office felt like a morgue. Volunteers stared at maps covered in red X's where we'd lost donors. Beau walked in with a small paper bag, the kind you get for po' boys. He set it on the folding table and said, "I need something nobody sees coming." Inside the bag were 15 cheap plastic wristbands, the glow-in-the-dark kind they hand out at concerts. He asked me, "Can you make these worth more than TV ads?" I laughed, glow sticks against million-dollar commercials, but Beau's eyes held steady. He told me a story from years ago. When he'd been a Navy engineer, ships would enter foreign ports at night with all lights blazing. The crew felt proud, the town felt our presence before we said a word. The lights talked for us. That night I posted a simple graphic, a black screen, a soft green wristband, the words "Light the River, August 3, 8 p.m., no explanation. Then I turned off every other post on our feeds. People started asking, "What's Light the River?" I stayed silent. Silence feels risky when you're behind, but silence also pulls curiosity. 2 nights before the event, I drove to the levee at dusk wearing a hoodie and jeans. I placed wristbands in mailboxes, on windshield wipers, under windshield wipers, tucked one into a street musician's tip jar. No posters, no flyers, just the bands and a tiny tag. "Wear me tomorrow night." August 3rd arrived sticky and golden. At 7:45, I stood on the moonwalk by the Mississippi. I was terrified. No crowd, no reporters, just joggers and tourists eating beignets. 7:55 rolled in, still nothing. Then one kid snapped a band around his wrist, the green glow popping against dusk. His mom did the same, then a couple walking their dog. By 8:03, hundreds of wrists dotted the levee like fireflies. And then a miracle. A paddlewheeler sounded its horn. It turned its side to the riverbank, and every single bulb on the boat went green at once. Spotlights, cabin lights, rail lights, all matching the wristbands. Nobody announced it. The boat simply became a floating lantern. Phones shot up. People gasped. A cheer started on the left bank, rolled like a wave across the water. I didn't know Beau had spent his last campaign dollar bribing the captain with a promise to refund every unhappy passenger. He didn't give a speech that night. He stood on the pier in plain clothes, wristband on, letting the image speak. The photo hit social media in minutes. Hundreds of citizens and one Green River ship, the city skyline behind them. Headlines wrote themselves, "Mystery Green Lights Ignite City." By morning, Beau was trending above the Saints preseason. Grene's team scrambled. They rented spotlights for their next rally, spelling DJAN in the sky. But big words in the sky feel like ads. Beau's moment felt like the city's secret. People trust secrets more than slogans. Election night, we still expected to lose, maybe less badly. When returns started, Beau's numbers crawled, then jogged, then sprinted. He won by 2 points. In his victory speech, he said only, "Tonight the river taught us something. You don't need the loudest voice if you give people a picture they want to keep in their heads." Years later, I walked past a coffee shop and saw that same river photo on the wall. Below it, a caption read, "Own the memory, own the future." My heart did a small flip. I realized Beau had followed the oldest rule in politics. People forget what you say, forget what you do, but they rarely forget how you made them feel. He simply chose to make them feel wonder. I still carry a cracked green wristband in my wallet as a reminder. When words feel too small, step back and paint the night. Summary: a quiet man facing certain defeat spent his last dollar turning a paddlewheeler green. No speeches, no debates, just one shared image that captured imagination. The spectacle didn't lie or brag. It simply gave people a beautiful secret to hold together. In the end, the city voted not for policies, but for the moment they felt part of something mysterious and bright. Power often belongs to whoever designs the scene the rest of us want to step inside.